ਤੇ ਸੰਯੁਕਤ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਛਾਏ ਨਕਦੀ ਸੰਕਟ ਦੇ ਮੱਦੇਨਜ਼ਰ ਜਨਰਲ ਸਕੱਤਰ ਐਂਟੋਨੀਓ ਗੁਤਰੇਸ ਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਉਪਾਅ ਦੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਕਈ ਬੈਠਕਾਂ ਰੱਦ ਕਰਨ, ਅਧਿਕਾਰਿਤ ਯਾਤਰਾਵਾਂ ਸੀਮਿਤ ਕਰਨ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੇ ਖਰਚਾ ਘੱਟ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਜਾਰੀ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਨੇ। ਕਰੀਬ ਇੱਕ ਦਹਾਕੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਕਦੀ ਸੰਕਟ ਦੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਖਰਾਬ ਦੌਰ ਤੋਂ ਲੰਘ ਰਹੇ ਸੰਯੁਕਤ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸੁਵਿਧਾਵਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਮੁਹਿੰਮਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਖਰਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਘੱਟ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਮਕਸਦ ਨਾਲ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਫੈਸਲਾ सोमवार तो प्रभावी होगा। इस कारण संयुक्त राष्ट्र के कामकाज भी कुछ हद तक प्रभावित होने का खदशा है। संयुक्त राष्ट्र मुखी ने अपने सारे संस्थानों के मुखी नूं लिखे एक पत्र में आख्या कि एमरजेंसी उपाय अगली सूचना तक काम करने की स्थिति ते संचालन नूं प्रभावित करेंगे। संयुक्त राष्ट्र की प्रबंधन मुखी कैथरीन पोलार्ड ने महासभा की बजट कमेटी नूं दस्सिया कि 4 अक्तूबर तक संयुक्त राष्ट्र के 2019 के संचालन बजट के लिए 128 देशों ने अपने बकाए के तौर पर 1.99 अरब डॉलर का भुगतान किया सी। उन्होंने दस्सिया कि इस साल 65 देशों से 1.386 अरब डॉलर का बकाया है, जिस विच अमेरिका का 1 अरब डॉलर का भुगतान शामिल है।
So earlier today, I spoke to the Fifth Committee and discussed with them the serious financial situation that the United Nations now faces, more precisely, the liquidity situation of the organization in terms of available cash that is very dire. I won't repeat here what I said to the member states. It was an open meeting, and my statement as well as the presentation that went with it is available on the Fifth Committee website. So this situation, which, as you know, the Secretary General has described, is the worst cash crisis facing the UN in nearly a decade. It's not, I want to emphasize that it's not a budget crisis, it is a cash flow crisis. I made clear to the Fifth Committee, and the Secretary General has repeatedly done this year, that the financial health of the organization solely depends on member states meeting their financial obligations in full and on time. Timely contributions are crucial to ensure a stable and predictable financial situation throughout the year. We've always known that different member states pay at different times during the year. However, in recent years, there's a growing downward trend whereby every single year the situation seems to become more difficult than the year before. The cash deficits occur earlier in the year, linger longer, and run deeper. For the second successive year, we've exhausted all the regular budget liquidity reserves, despite several measures we already put in place to try and reduce expenditures and to align them with available cash reserves. As a result of this cash crisis, the Secretary General informed member states earlier this week about a number of measures that are being implemented, and a letter was sent to all heads of entity across the organization as well as to member states yesterday evening. I'll just share with you a couple of examples of some of these measures that will go into place from next Monday. Interpretation and meeting services will be limited to official meetings of the calendar of conferences. So what does that mean? We will no longer be able to serve and service meetings of regional and other groupings that are what we called as available for services or as required. Meetings of intergovernmental bodies outside of regular hours being 10 to 1 and 3 to 6, we will not be able to support. There's going to be delays in issuing official documents. We have put on hold publishing and translating treaties and publications. We are curtailing official travel of staff to only essential activities. We are not going to be able to host events such as receptions before 8 in the morning or after 6. Cooling and heating services are going to be reduced, and some escalators to the floors already serviced by escalators will be shut down, as will the main fountain in the circle. So among the measures effective immediately, we are going to, as I said, travel will be limited to the most essential activities. Everywhere we're looking to see how we can reduce non-salary related costs as far as possible. So we know that there is going to be an impact. We really have no choice. We are at that stage in terms of the ability to run the business the way we always have. We really have to see how we can operate, not within the budget, but within the cash availability that we currently have. So, for instance, I know that many of you also go to some of the functions that are hosted by delegations in the delegates' rooms. That's not going, those functions are going to be curtailed from next Monday, so that won't be in operation after 6 p.m. Of course, we had several events that were in the pipeline, and we're currently reviewing all of those with the sponsors to see how we can accommodate them. So I just want to emphasize that the current crisis that we have, there's been a lot of discussion about a particular member state. We are looking at this in terms of all member states who are obliged to pay their contributions in full and on time. And we have been in touch with member states who owe significant amounts of money to the organization to see and to encourage them that we can have that cash forthcoming so that we will be able to meet our obligations, both for salaries and for vendors, by the end of the year.